feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have...
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I am Kelly, the Detroit Atheist Queen, and I welcome you to today's episode of Secular Activism Unfiltered, where my special guest is Eli Slack.
Hey.
Welcome, Eli.
That's
How
me.
are you today? Yeah, that's you,
I'm good.
one and only.
Yeah, how are you?
I am great. I'm good. Hold on, my phone.
Good.
I couldn't.
Oh yeah, you got me playing there.
Yeah. I'm trying to get everything situated. Okay, so I again welcome you on the stream today.
Thank you.
We've been
This is
having a.
so this is the first time I've heard your intro music, and up until now, I thought Dr. Ben had the hardest intro music, but yours is better.
Yeah, well, I will give clout to Hotter Than Asteroid Jess. She's the one that got my video together, and she had a list of. She had a list of copyright free song. What do you call that song?
Okay,
and she showed me a list of them.
Royalty free.
Royalty free. Thank you. She had a list of those songs, and it was on the list.
It's so
and
good.
I saw her this one. I was like, well, she had a couple of other songs, and I said, I want some hip hoppy.
Yeah.
That's what she found. I thought it was kind of fitting for our episode and everything.
I was having a good time back here listening to it.
Yeah, and everybody be dancing back there. I know.
Yeah.
Elliot was like, "That's some sick music right there. Some sick music." I was like, I was like, "Thank you." Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a informal interview. It's like I have it set up like two friends talking. I don't like all that.
Oh, good, because that's what we are.
Yes, exactly. Okay. That's what it's set up. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's what we are. Okay. Yeah. So the first question I like to ask is, were you ever religious? And if so, how did you deconstruct? Briefly describe your deconstruction.
Sure. Yeah. I was Christian growing up. And I get until I was 13 and we moved, I think we were non-denominational because I don't remember it was just called a Christian church. And then we moved and started going to a Baptist church. But when it was after I turned 18, I was in the military. And honestly, it was just I started getting on Reddit, and didn't have my parents' church influence for the first time, and started reading r/atheism. And very specifically, I remember seeing a meme about how if Noah's flood had happened, then there would still be enough water vapor in the air to drown anybody who breathes after that water evaporated. And I was like,
I didn't even...
so that can't be true.
I didn't even hear that part about. I didn't even hear that perspective.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe I should fact check that because I never did. I was 18, 19. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But then I thought, if that part isn't true, then somebody was making shit up and putting it in the Bible. So if I don't trust that, now I have a reason to question everything else. And that's when it I was like, oh yeah, that shit actually doesn't make any sense. I just had to find that one piece and engage with that and reality at the same time. and then the rest of it just kind of.
Yeah, because I remember being a kid and I was given I talked about my deconstruction a little bit in the past, but I say I was more like a religious mutt. I went to my grandparents was more my grandma was more Baptist and an aunt that was more Episcopalian, and then my great aunt who I spent time with, she was a Catholic. I went to Catholic school, but the church, her Catholic church was different than my Catholic church because her Catholic church, all the service was in Latin at all, period. My Catholic church only had school had certain part that was Latin, but the
Okay.
majority it was in English.
Okay.
Like, what the hell? So I knew something they were saying because I was used to saying it in my school, but we had to learn Latin in school. But I'm like, I didn't know Latin this much.
Yeah, that's such that's pageantry, I think. Is what I like when.
But that's
like,
what we had to learn. Like, yeah, we had to learn Latin growing up. Yeah, like in the 5th grade, that's when they stopped having to learn it.
Stopped learning Latin in 5th grade? That's interesting.
Yes, that's when they stopped making it mandatory.
Okay.
I guess you can take it if you wanted to take it. But
Okay.
they probably won't take like Spanish or French then at the time. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, but once you know Latin, then you basically already know half of those two.
So when I anyway back so I was like 5 years old. That's when I started. Religion was given to me in the Bible. It was the children's Bible, and so I was confused when I read the real Bible because the equinox was in the children's Bible. Yeah. When I read the Bible, it talked about the angels coming down, getting with the women, and that's why and they made giants, and that's why God went to come. But that's part of the equinox, which I didn't know that. So when I read the real Bible, I'm like, that wasn't in there.
Mm. That's and so they're just trying. So they just take a random biblical event, which is like in this case the Nephilim, I guess, and they're like, yeah, that means the equinox.
Yeah, but that's what they called it. But they just said it was part of the Bible. That was part of the Bible. We learned about Adam and Eve, and then I was seeing the story. But for me, it was that my parents, grandparents, they know everything. So even I went to Catholic school, I got in trouble for questioning a few times in my school time. But I'm like, what has to be true because this is what my grandma says, my mom says, it must be true. So I didn't deconstruct I was about 40 years old. So smart you.
I just got lucky.
Now, you got lucky, yeah. The second question.
Uh-oh.
I'm still here. Just give me 1 second.
Okay. No worries. It's all right. And I guess, and I can add this too.
I will ask the question. Next question. You can answer that.
Okay.
Because my family is walking around and irritating me until I was in the stream.
Okay.
Many people walk away from religion. What motivated you to become an activist in the secular aspect? I no longer want to be an atheist, but now you're doing this. What sparked your interest in doing that?
Well, I honestly hesitate to call myself an activist. Because I don't feel like I do as much as I see like so many other people doing. But I mean, just to answer like what motivated me. So I'm involved with the ACA. I do a lot of behind the scenes crew work. I'm on the nonprofits sometimes. I produce the nonprofits. And I think what motivated me was just like not having any, like not knowing anybody who I could relate to, like in a like theologically, I guess, like as an atheist, and having watched the ACA for so long, they were just doing like a call for volunteers, and I heard like Forrest Valkai one time was on a show, and he was like, "Yeah, you can volunteer," so I did, and now I'm there. I think what motivates me to stay involved, is Christian nationalism spreading. And anti-intellectualism. Two things that I like to try to argue against. So when I talk about like I bully MAGA online, that's really what I'm doing.
Yeah, my son is being real funny. He was like, "What you need is get off that stream and repent." Okay, so yeah, what that is, I mean, every little bit counts. I know it doesn't seem like much to you, but people watching the shows you're on, nonprofits and other things, and they're getting that thinking process in their brain. And, and it's important because those shows are one of the reasons why I'm here today. If it wasn't for the
Mhm.
internet, that kind of gave me a way of listening and to find out what I was, the thoughts that I was thinking of, finally got answered by watching those shows and stuff. So you are an important part. So I don't think that you don't do much. You do.
Thank you.
And you get extra
I
bonus because you now know me.
Okay, fair. No, like anything I've been involved with. I was talking to Sydney Davis Jr. like a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "I'm going to be honest. Like, it was AJ that told me to reach out to you." I was like, "Oh, I believe that. Anytime someone reaches out to me recently, like AJ is involved." So like,
Yeah.
what I was going to say is like, yeah, I thank her, I guess, for like any involvement that I do have recently. Not all of it. Like sometimes some things I
Yeah.
do on my own, but she encourages me to like get out there more. So.
Yeah. Because it's funny, I met Kelly Laughlin at the art encounter protest and we hung
Mhm.
out a little bit. And so I'm really shocked with how everybody has resonated to me. And I'll mention somebody right now, our beautiful Ember. She says, I had an original origin story, Eli. They put out a call for host, and I was like, I have all the skills and equipment to do that. I can help. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think our time overlapped at all, Ember. I think you might not have been there anymore by the time I came around. I think I started nonprofits in November of like 24. So I think I've
I
been
know
there like
she
2
was
years.
supposed to be on. What was the one? Sexual, the
Secular
sexual
sexuality.
one. Thank you. Yeah, they ended up cutting
Hmm.
it off. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. I don't know that I've ever actually seen an episode of it, but that is. I also like I like deconstructing shame and
Yeah.
like shame, um, American exceptionalism, white supremacy is a really fun thing to like talk people about because it's
Yeah.
always stupid and like it's not difficult and it's always just fun. When I don't, and I think that might have actually been insensitive because I can say that it's fun to talk shit about because I don't have any like emotional stakes in it. Um, so yeah, I don't mean
I'm
to
a
like
black
be
person. It's fun to talk shit about them too.
okay. Fair. Like I didn't mean I wanted to not be dismissive of it, but like
Oh
also
no,
recognize
no,
that
no,
like
no, no,
yeah. But that is a reason
no.
I think that I choose to like engage on some of the things that I do because I don't like I'm cis, I'm straight. I I the people that I'm arguing with struggle to find something to like try to shame me for, and it doesn't work because I don't fuck with shame. So I feel in that sense that like um when I lose my shit on someone on the internet and start like cussing at them, they can't be like, oh, you're just emotional because I'm talking like about your group or like whatever. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, I just think you're a piece of shit.
Now I'm gonna be an elephant in the room. Many, and angers me, many black people say that the only reason why certain groups care is because they have a girlfriend, boyfriend, child that are of another ethnic group. If you understand what I'm saying, it happens a lot.
Hmm.
And I said, I think they generally care about the group, in my opinion, but I hear it a lot.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Um,
Like, if she didn't have a black boyfriend, she wouldn't care
yeah.
about black people. Black Lives Matter. She wouldn't be here. Or blah, blah, blah.
Okay. And like, I don't know if I think there are plenty of people that have never had like an intimate relationship with a person of color or any like a member of a marginalized group,
Yeah.
and still have the empathy to be like, no, like they're still people and I care about them as people, without having to have that like, hard
I
reset
agree.
of their, yeah. I don't like to, but I can admit that, like, I mean, like I said, I was in the military when I was younger. I think I said that. So like
Yes, you
I
did.
was a conservative. Like I grew up Christian. Like my parents never like had like there wasn't like no prejudice influence that I feel like I experienced, but I just like I would have been MAGA today had I never, had things not changed for me. And I think that what changed was that my son's mom is Black. And we're not married anymore, but I was exposed to circumstances that I otherwise had never been. And it sucks, I think. I'm not proud of the fact that it took me like witnessing it and like witnessing it happening to someone that I was like intimately familiar with, to really start to sort of put together like how many things I really had to start recognizing. But I think that's what happens for a lot of people. So I don't know if like that concern you were talking about is totally unfounded, but I wouldn't say, I don't think it's true that like every white person that cares is only because of their, that a particular person is significant to
Oh
them.
no, I definitely don't agree with that. But I've heard that from other Black people. Like
Okay.
during the Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter march and stuff like that. They
Hmm.
would say something like that. It kind of offended me as a Black person. Like, no, I don't think that's the case. But I was saying how you felt about that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So the third and last question of my main thing is,
Okay.
what short-term goal do you have for yourself, for the nonprofits, for anything that you're working on?
Okay. Um, for the nonprofits, that's quicker. So I'll start there.
Okay.
Um, what we would like to do is start bringing in more people, and more unique, more distinct voices than
Okay.
what has typically been presented on the nonprofits. We There have been a lot of conversations happening at the ACA in the
Yes.
past 4 months,
Okay.
and I think that there is a strong desire to not return to the possibility of having the perception that the ACA currently or has previously had.
Okay. And what is
And
that?
I'm just that the I am trying to be careful about what I say, just because I am still like I'm not.
And I think I know
Yeah.
what is gonna be said, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that I was right with it.
Yeah.
The
So and like
diversity, can I say that?
sure, and that's kind of
So
that's what I
many
was getting at.
words.
There has not historically been a very diverse presentation on at the ACA, and I don't believe that the network is or ever has actively tried to avoid that. Actively tried to avoid diversity. I don't think that's ever been the case. I do think that now some conversations have been had that have led to we need to avoid the perception that we are actively avoiding diversity, because perception is reality.
Yeah, because coming from an outside person, that's what I think and what I feel. I don't work for them. I'm supposed to be on the Truth Wanted soon.
I'm so excited for
And
that.
I have a few friends that left, a few friends that are still there, and I'm like,
Hmm.
you included, so that doesn't, and I'm even cool with Greg as well. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, it is important for diversity. People might look at Black non-believers and think we're not diverse because it's mostly black women. But if you're a
I
black
think that's
man
the
who wants
point.
to be involved, join us. We would love to have you. I'll say that part. Yeah. So what I was trying to say earlier and I forgot. So like when I
I'm
met,
sorry.
no, you're fine. I talked about something else instead.
Okay, okay.
When at the Arkansas protest, I met Kelly. So after we talked, and then he was like, "You need to come to the back cruise with me." So I set up the back cruise, and so everybody when they came was like, we heard good recommendations. I said, "Damn, he made me one time, and this is what he." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm okay." And so now everybody now is like accepting me in the community.
Yeah, I was so happy. I think when because we shared the Airbnb at the back
Yeah,
cruise with like all of us,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
remember you walking in. I was like, oh no, she doesn't really know anybody. Like I want to be like super nice so that it I don't
Yeah,
want to
you were
seem
fine. You were
intrusive.
really nice. Yeah,
Good,
you
good,
were
good.
really nice. Yeah. All I knew was just, I mean, I knew from watching you guys on the show, but I did not personally know anybody.
Hmm.
Because I remember at the Ark Encounter, Medice was letting us know that it was 2 Airbnbs with content creators there. And I was like, well, I don't know none of them motherfuckers. I ain't staying with them.
But wait to the back cruise, then I'll do it.
Yeah, and I was looking like I want to go, but I don't want to pay all that. I don't want to pay all that money. Hold
Hmm.
on, let's put a buzz sound. Let me hope
Yeah,
it's not
from
my
your
earpiece.
microphone.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't do it. I don't know. Let me get my
I
headphones in.
I
Hold
thought it was
on.
just a part of your setup, so I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Uh,
But the other, I can continue. I don't think you can hear me now. But to the
they're loud in my house now. It's irritating. Do you hear it now?
I haven't yet.
Okay. I hope you don't hear my family upstairs.
No, you sound just as good as you did before with the without the buzzing. So yeah,
Okay.
it sounds
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't make the sound, sometimes it does. I need to
Mm,
get better equipment, but it's money and it's crazy. Because I
mhm.
spent money on these headphones thinking it was gonna work. They don't really work. So I buy me another pair, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right, is it using the Bluetooth microphone in your headphones, or were you
Yeah,
using
that's
a
what it
different one?
is. Yeah, causing the buzzing. But
Yeah,
sometimes it doesn't do it. I don't know what happened.
I haven't had a
But they said
lot
it's
of
much
success
better,
with.
so I guess it's good.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of success with Bluetooth microphones.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna fight this cold, and it's really irritating me so much.
Mhm.
So now you talked about the ACA. Anything
Mhm.
personal that we can talk about? They are JBLs. And yeah,
JBL's good.
the JBLs.
Mhm. I think they're good. I just like Bluetooth headphones. Like these are Bluetooth headphones. They work fine. Anytime I've tried to use a microphone, I've had some issue or another. But like personal projects, I don't. I have like this down here is
Um,
how if you wanted to look me up, you could search on YouTube or TikTok. I haven't uploaded anything very much recently. My personal goals are like not really content related. I'm like trying to go back to school. Finally, learn German, stuff like that.
yeah. I have.
They might be spying on you. Is
Yeah.
it?
So
So on my,
when you, yeah, my kids are. So I usually do it during the daytime when they're gone to work, but today they're off today.
oh,
So they're
okay.
irritating right now. Hold
That's all
on.
right.
I was about. So I had went in and so some of your TikToks. I really like them because you'll have like somebody's comment in the
Mhm.
corner, and then you'll relay something on them, and you'll spit some facts and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, these are really good. And I'll be
Thank you.
sitting there, like, yeah, like. And the one thing that I hate, people always want to come in and was like, I don't see where there's any white He put my mind is blank now. White culture or something of that nature, and they'll say white. I tip on my tongue now. My goodness, that's what you get my age. But when you think that you're not getting treated, black people aren't getting fairly treated because they're black. And even though you might have had it hard because you're white, you still have an advantage that we don't have. And they always say that, and I'm like, oh, that's not what it is. Just I don't
So
understand.
I think I got a little bit lost.
I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say without, because I lost my train of thought and what I wanted to say. But
Okay.
when somebody says, well, white privilege, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
And they'll say, well, they ain't no such thing as white privilege.
Oh.
Because of such and such and such. Because I had it hard in my life too.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not how things work.
Yeah, that's not what that means.
That's not what white privilege is.
Yeah, I've learned that explaining that to people doesn't I don't know if they're not hearing it. I don't know if they're not understanding it. I don't know if they just think it's a lie. But no matter how many times I explain that, it just doesn't land. And as always, you're oh, that's fucking stupid. Because you said that it's stupid, it's really hard to figure out where to go after that.
But that's what it seems like in a lot of different groups and stuff. And then we sit around thinking, well, we don't know how people could become Nazis and how they could have followed the German. But then they're doing it now in this country.
Yeah. Then you watch it happen. You're like,
the same thing.
Yeah.
Different religions, cults and stuff. They can listen to somebody. Are you trying to read the
Yeah, sorry, I was reading Aunt Jared's comment. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't understand?
So it reminded me a thing that I've told people from time to time is the example you were giving, I don't have privilege. This person has privilege. Elon Musk has privilege. Okay, but you understand that you're looking at him and saying he has privilege because he has wealth and he has all these things. He has privileges you don't have. And there are other groups that have privileges that other groups don't have and don't have privileges that you have. And they're looking at you and saying, no, that's privileged. And the people less privileged than them are looking at them and saying, no, that's privileged. It's a cascade. It's not a left or right, or on and off, you have it or you don't. It's a cascade isn't the word, a gradient.
Okay.
And I try to help people see that.
Because it was funny. I still talk to them because it's professional level, but he ended up leaving Michigan Atheist. He was a board member for years. And we had our regular meeting not too long ago. And so he's a baby boomer, a late baby boomer. So middle, some in his 60s, something like that.
Okay.
So the president was talking about he went to a store or something like that, and how he had to leave the store because they didn't give him the treatment that he wanted, the service that he wanted. So he went somewhere else and got the service that he wanted. And then the other guy was like, oh, it must have been a DEI hire. And I'm sitting there like, what do you know? And he was like, you're not going to, and Anthony was like, no, you're not going to talk about anybody like that.
Yeah.
You know what you just said.
Right.
Was a bigoted response. And I'm in the background and I didn't really say anything because Anthony immediately stepped up and answered just like that. Mm-hmm. But later on, he was like, it was just a joke.
It's always just a joke.
Nobody got offended but you, Anthony. And I messaged him like, no, I was very offended. I didn't say anything because Anthony said that you offended some people.
Right.
And he was like, I didn't know. Think before you say anything. Because I'm considered DEI higher because I'm a woman and I'm
Yeah.
black.
Like regardless of the context, people are going to frame it that way.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how hard you work to get, you know, wherever you are, it's going to be framed that way. So yeah, I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I was really angry. No, don't say that to me or about me. Let me hear about it.
Right.
And the fact that he jumped right up and he said something really was
Right.
good. And I told somebody else, I said, I appreciate Anthony for speaking up about this really quick. He didn't let anybody
Yeah.
talk about us.
Yeah.
Continuation
Always love to
on
see
it,
that.
you know. Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
love
but
it when someone can say something right away, because sometimes it is like I still get awkward, nervous sometimes when I'm like, I have to speak up now, and I feel it in my chest, but I'm glad people can.
so with the ACA shows, do you think you? Well, I guess if you're moving, you said you're going to be moving. A couple of years, you might be moving away and leaving us.
That's the idea.
So I guess that's answer one of my questions. How long do you think you're going to stay with the ACA? So that kind of answers my question with that.
Yeah. Well, the ACA does have, we are international. We have volunteers that don't live in the United States. So,
Okay. I didn't know that.
And the time difference between Germany and the central time zone in the US is only 7 hours right now. So, because of daylight saving.
Yeah.
So,
I know you guys have daylight saving times too. Okay.
Yeah. I thought Germany didn't do it, but apparently they do. But they do it like a little bit different from us. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a window, there's 3 different time differences that can exist between us and Germany, just depending on what time of year it is. But it wouldn't necessarily prevent me from volunteering. But the idea is like, if I'm going to be going, it would be at least 3 years from now. I need to do a little bit of schooling here first, but because I have the GI Bill, that helps me save money before I go. So that's sort of part of the plan. And then like 3 years or maybe a little more from now, hopefully I'll be making that happen. But I don't think that would require that I step away from the ACA. If that were to happen, it would be, you know, I think probably for something unrelated, like, I don't know. It doesn't, I don't think I feel like I want to leave right now. You're muted.
Yeah, a lot of noise. Yeah, sometimes I do. Because I want to just pack it on and just walk away right now and never return.
Yeah. Yes, on chair. Yeah, no problem.
I already asked Jess to marry me and to move me to Canada with her, so nobody can have her
Outstanding.
now. She's mine. And
okay,
says,
so on chair.
She was like, but Ember
you
has
said
to come with us. So we have to marry Ember too. Me, her, and Ember getting married. This are getting married.
I think Germany is probably fine with multiple marriages. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
I mean, it's not legit. It's just we joking around.
I know. I did learn though the religious split in Germany is 47% Christian, 47% non-believer.
Oh, that's good then.
Exactly the same percentage of non-believers as there are Christians. So that's fucking awesome. Like one of my primary motivators.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's so like for me, like being a black, and Forrest kind of had me with this word, so now I use this word, but I am now anti-theist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm even more than atheist. I don't, even if he is real, he ain't shit. That's my thought process. Hold on, what the just as my future wife? I've been waiting a year now. You're not going to come on and super under me, Kelly. That's where I draw the line.
That's funny.
I guess we gotta go to Sweden or Switzerland. I guess we gotta go there and marry you too. Everybody just be happy and just get married.
Hi, AJ. Is everybody coming now? So good to see everybody. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes. Let's be honest. Jess is gonna marry everyone. Sweden, okay.
Sweden
That's
seems like
what
a
I'm
really
thinking.
good place too.
Yeah, from what I've heard.
Yeah. But I know that there's a really good international physics program in Leipzig, Germany. And I think that's where Dr. Blitz studied. I could be wrong, but if anybody knows, they can tell me. But I'd like to study physics, like academically and not just on my computer. Oh, well, AJ, go be with your family.
We love you. And you need
Yeah.
to bring some of that sun and beach over here to Michigan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Order some
But tell
sand
them
and
I
some
said hi.
sun. Yes, tell everybody hi. Hugs. And I do this shit wrong. Well, there you go. Something like that.
We can. Yeah. Hand hearts.
Yeah.
We can all start a commune in Sweden.
Yes.
I think they're about that life.
Well, Math Pig said there's an island outside of Ireland that's for sale. So we can all get in there and build an island by Sweden, Ireland. So we can have our own sovereign government.
Yeah, but I want to get away from English-speaking white people.
So German-speaking white people works, huh?
Yeah. So and like, yeah, I mean, like Germany obviously has like.
It would be our own island, though. We wouldn't have to. It would
True.
be different. Yeah, we start our own group. Yeah.
That's true.
Island. We gotta worry about
Germany definitely has a scary history. Yeah, Germany definitely has a scary history, but because of that history, they have a saying which is "nie wieder," which means in German "never again," and it's basically just like, it's like their motto to like how we always say 9/11 never forget, but it actually means something. They're like, no, we're never going to allow something like that to happen in this country again. So as I understand it, obviously having no personal experience in Germany, what I like anecdotes that I've heard is that people will like if they witness somebody being like bigoted or like racist or whatever it is, they will like strangers will correct you in public. Like, hey, that's fucked up. And we don't do that here. The impression that I've gotten is that racism to the extent that it exists in the United States is absolutely unheard of in Germany. Minus the small.
Yeah. The UK is falling faster and faster in the same grift that is happening in the US today. Sad thing, and even though it was different colonies, but the first ones that started the colonization in the United States was the British. And other ones follow behind. The sad thing about it.
I was gonna say the Dutch, but I was wrong. I was gonna incorrectly correct you, and I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, eventually the other groups, because around where I'm at, Detroit and Michigan, was colonized by the French.
Yeah. I think St. Louis.
Detroit really should be Detroit. Shouldn't be Detroit. Detroit should be Detroit.
Oh, that makes sense.
But
Detroit, yeah.
Yeah, but we've been
Saint Louis
Detroit
is where I live.
Years, huh?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Oh yeah, St. Louis. Oh yeah.
I think Missouri is probably a French word too. Who knows?
Yeah, that sounds French, but it's a lot of lot of cities, a lot of streets are French here as well.
Yeah, I think all of this this like longitude region was part of the Louisiana Purchase, which I think went to or from the French. I don't remember history, but I guess from.
Yeah.
But so since they were there for okay, now it's all coming together.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of sad. Like I was pretty good with history growing up, but now you find out history was a lie. So I don't know what's the truth or what's not the truth anymore.
Yeah, I've gotten that way. I've been like, man, I was like, what is the thing that I'm reading true? And I just have to like, sometimes I feel like I'm just making a judgment call and it's so hard to tell anymore. And I don't like it.
Now, I know you talked about it yesterday, but I want to know, how did you think of your name? Not your real name, but your channel name, I'll say.
Oh, yeah. Well, my full Eli is short for Elijah.
Yeah.
And my parents gave us all biblical names on purpose.
Okay. How nice.
Yeah.
parents.
So when I decided I was gonna like make a channel that was about me being an atheist, I wanted to come up with something that I thought was clever. And so because Elijah was the prophet of fire, and I tend to get mad and just start fucking cussing at people sometimes, I just called
I
myself
didn't
the
know Elijah
prophet
was a
of
prophet of
ire.
fire. Oh, that's cool.
Elijah was called the prophet of fire. So when Christians learn that that's my name, and I'm an atheist, and I'm co-opting their prophet and like their whole thing to talk about anti-theism, they hate it.
My great grandma's name was Mama Liza. So
Okay.
kind of like Elijah, but yeah, Mama Liza.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my son middle name is Elijah too. Come on, Elijah King. Yeah. Don't hear me tell him that.
I have heard of so many more people using that name or having that name like than when I was growing up. But
it was religious when I thought about it too, though.
Yeah, I think for most people it probably is. I think it's I don't think it's a. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm totally speculating there, so who knows?
Yeah, it was very.
But like, I didn't know anybody else named Elijah. But now I know a bunch of people that are like not small children that would have been growing up with me that are named Elijah. So I'm like, where the fuck were you guys when I was the only loser?
AJ asked, would you change your name if you could?
I actually have thought about it a few times, but I don't like. I like Eli. My closest friends growing up called me Eli. My grandma has called me Eli most of my life. I don't mind it, but I do think like when I was in Ecuador, Eli and Elijah are very hard to say in Spanish. So I changed it to Elias, which is just the Spanish version of that. Okay. If I were to go to Germany, I think I would start using my middle name, which is Conrad, which is a German name.
Conrad, oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
which means friend.
No, with an N. C-O-N. Yeah. Oh, it would be cooler if it was Conrad.
I was like, oh, you're Conrad. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, one of my most recent immigrating ancestors was named Conrad. It was his first name, and he was my great-great-great-grandfather, I think. So it's just a name that kind of has been used at least once per generation since then. So I got it as my middle name.
Oh, that's cool. I do not like my name. I don't tell everybody my name, but my name is. When I tell you my name off camera, you'll see why I don't like my whole name.
Okay. Yeah, that's. And I thought about coming up with like a pseudonym too when I started doing this, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah, but I have a boring name, Kelly. Boring.
Yeah.
Original.
Change your first name to Francis. Frances or Francis? More than one France. Or French.
But your name is. I like your name, AJ. It's cute. Your real name is cute.
I think AJ is a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your real name though. I don't like my name. It's I don't know what the hell wrong with me. But like my mom, her name is an S. She was gonna name me Shannon after her.
Okay.
But my dad, after she had me, she kind of was out of it. So my dad went and named her without my mom's permission and named me Kelly. He wanted to name me Lily after my grandma, his mother, but it was already a Lily because my aunt was named after her as well. She was, it's enough Lilies in this world. We don't need another one. So I'm named Kelly now.
Yeah, that's funny. My son's name, I'm not gonna say it, but I chose it when I was like 14, not as like, oh, this is definitely going to be my first son's name, but it was sort of like I liked writing when I was in school, like short stories, and I would always name a character the same thing, and eventually I was like, you know what, I think that would be like a good name. I think it would be a cool name for like if I ever had a son. It's not a common one, you don't hear it a lot. But now there's the basketball player that
we don't know. We don't know. I don't know.
I almost fucked up.
It's a lot of. It's a lot of.
But there's one that has the same name, and people ask me if that's the motivation. I was like, no, I'm 14, or I'm like 3 years older than that guy, and I thought about this when I was 14. But yeah, that's where that came from.
And just said, tell that to George Foreman. Yeah, he got like 10 kids with his name, different of his name. What the hell wrong with him? He is on something. I don't know. He is crazy. Hold on. It's
all right. I have thought a few times about different names that I might use. When I was taking Spanish in school, I chose the name Pablo. So that was just like what everybody in my Spanish class called me for no reason. There was nothing I'm not connected to at all. It was just like, there's a name. But I've never had one that I thought would really be like that felt like it was, that it fit me very, very well, better than my name does.
Yeah, like with me, just like you, I had a girl and a boy name picked out. So if I had a girl, it was this name, boy, it was this name. But then I ended up having 2 girls, so it kind of messed up everything. Because I was like, damn, now I got to think of another girl name. Because I had 2 girls back to back.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. My ex-wife and I were excited because my son has 2 older half-brothers. And we, when we found out she was expecting, that we were kind of hopeful for a daughter. And so actually our ultrasound picture where like the doctor told us that he's male, you can see that like I'm not disappointed, but I would have been way more excited if he had said if the doctor told us female. But that was, I mean, of course I love my son to death. I wouldn't trade him for anything.
Yeah, that was like my mom. She had me. He was mad that I wasn't a boy. But then after my brother was born, he was mad because he said I really enjoyed having the girl so much. I wanted another girl. Couldn't please my dad at all. I don't know.
I have 2 brothers, one older, one younger, and then my youngest sibling is a sister. So my dad, of course, being like a boomer guy in the 90s, when my sister was born, my dad goes, "Oh, put her back in. She's not done yet." And then when my sister heard about that joke when she was like 4 or 5, it was very upsetting for her because she didn't understand dad jokes. So that was, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dealing with me and my family, it's like my mom's side, they're more darker. My dad's side is more lighter. So then when I go with my mom's side, they be like light bright, damn near white child. Come on, me. Then my dad's side, they're more like talking about all the darker people. It is crazy. The colorism is really bad in my side.
Is it?
I'm trying to do this interview and they keep coming up down the stairs.
It's okay. I can hear you totally okay over, like there's a little background noise, but it's not drowning you out at all.
Okay, I just want you to be hearing them talking. They're like talking on the phone and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's for their privacy, of course. I don't know. I can't speak much to the last topic you said because I haven't experienced it. My son being mixed, he looks, he's white passing. So I've had like, we live in a small rural town, and so I do worry about like how he would be treated differently if his skin were darker. I also I do think that it's fortunate sometimes, not that like that like I wouldn't want that to be the case, but I wouldn't want him to experience what he might experience if he were. So it's but then at the same time, like I also don't know, like he'll still hear things from other people that are still going to affect him because that's still part of who he is. And I'm not equipped to like get him through that. So I don't know. That's a thing that I just really don't know if I'm ready for.
Yeah. So your son, is he, when it comes to, I don't know how he is, but his religious background, is he being raised to know both, or is he more trying to be raised to be more of the religious as he's growing up?
Yeah, well, he lives with me most of the time. He goes
Okay.
with his mom every other weekend, but he will go to church with her sometimes. So he has talked about church, but like he also sits right next to me while I'm watching all of my atheist content. So I'm not like super worried about it. He'll ask me a question someday and I'll be like, "Oh, that's not real." And he'll trust me.
Okay.
If I am correct about what you mean, well, I'll let you respond first, Kelly, so that I'm not talking about the wrong thing. I can't hear you.
I thought I pressed mute. Okay. Thinking you're talking about like the police brutality when it comes to the racism and stuff like that in society. But if he's passing, I don't know. Correct me on that, Edgier. I want to make sure that I'm hearing it right. I've had several talks with my children about different prospects about racism and stuff like that. You know, especially when they find out that you are.
Yeah. Well, I've he started recently, has enjoyed like reading lyrics to the songs that we're listening to on like Spotify while we're listening to it. So there was one, I don't know, some rap song, I don't even remember what it was. But he was sitting there reading it and I paused it and I was like, okay, look, this word right here, you're going to hear a lot of people say this. I don't say it. And when you're with me, I don't want you to either. You're going to hear your mom's family say it. Whatever you do with your mom and her family, I'm not going to say anything about that. But you and I cannot say this word. And we're just not going to. And he asked why. And like he's 7, so I'm like, I don't want to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, it's just not nice, because it's so much more than that. But also at the same time, like you can't, like it's really difficult to explain like a history of systemic oppression to a 7-year-old. So I've done some things like that. A lot of things like I don't really know. I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing because I can only give him my learned perspective on that from the outside. And I just think that his mom and her family are much better equipped to, like, as many differences as I have with them. I just think they're much better equipped to guide him through that than I am. But I have some close trusted friends that I get advice from in that arena sometimes.
Yeah, it's really hard because like being a woman, being black. You need to go potty. There's certain things that I can say and I can do that certain people cannot do or say. You know, just like when I'd be like, "That's my B," a guy can't say that to a female.
Yeah,
because it's a term of endearment, not a term of bringing somebody down because of they're a woman because they're black.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it when it comes to that situation.
I guess like using bitch is probably like the same thing, because it's the aspect of like men are using this to like oppress and subjugate and degrade women when they're saying it. Women are saying like, we don't fucking care what you guys think. We're gonna use this word because it's fun for us. And that's my, like, obviously I'm not trying to speak for women, but like I can see how that I can see, and like, I absolutely don't even want to refer to like my women friends as bitch.
Did we talk about how old were you when you started to deconstruct? Maybe you did.
I think briefly I mentioned it. I was like 18 or 19. I don't specifically
Okay.
remember.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, my oldest, my youngest is kind of weird because they never talked about they liked religion back in the day, but all of a sudden now they're going to church. I don't know what's going on. And my oldest totally does not believe anymore. And they actually had questions before I did. And they like, if God is real, why is this talking to my dog? Why is this and this going on?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know why. Well, if it's God, he's a shitty God then. I'm like, damn,
I remember like one time bringing up the Garden of Eden and saying to my mom that like, it doesn't really make any sense, does it? And she got so upset. Like, and this was like less than 10 years ago. And I'm 33 now. So like I was full blown adult. And I was like, that story doesn't really make any sense. And she got very, very upset. I was like, all right, well, we're not going to talk about that.
Because I remember when I told my mom, I no longer believed, oh, she had a fit. And I'm 40 something. I'm 51 now. So I maybe was like just turning 40 or just turned 40 or something like that. And she went on a nut rage. That was funny.
My dad didn't learn until not this past August, but the previous one when I went to the back cruise. That's when my dad found out that I'm an atheist. And we haven't spoken since. We didn't speak a lot before that either, but
like I have an aunt. She's crazy. But anyway, so she came in and she posted some religious stuff on my page. I have, my mom has 6 siblings. So 2 died. The oldest brother and then one of the younger sisters recently died a couple years ago. But anyway, so the youngest one, they post stuff on my page, and I was like, "Can you not do that?" And I mentioned I'm a non-believer. Why are you still posting religious stuff on my page? That's offensive to me. If you want to post stuff on your page, that's your business. I don't care what you say. Facebook is free for me to do whatever I want to do. And you, my niece, block.
Yeah.
So then she comes in and messes everybody and says how I blocked her and stuff, and I don't love her, and I'm treating the people that she don't even know better.
Yeah. I ended up cutting some family out too. Like most of it, like I just never. When we were growing up, like our family didn't do family very well. In the way that most people think of family. Like I don't know my cousins super duper well. I know their names. I don't know how old they are specifically. I don't know like most of anything about them. So I got to the point like last year where I was like, I have 800 friends on Facebook. Most of them I don't have anything in common with. A lot of them are family members that like I don't post certain things because I don't want to hear my mom or dad come back to me and be like, well, this person said that you posted this. Like, yeah, I fucking did. So I just like got rid of everybody. And like now it's all like people I know from like online atheism or like a couple of like old time acquaintances. But like the people I served with, I don't connect with anymore.
A lot of be real religious, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of be real religious. But yeah, it really gets to me. I'm like, what? It's my page, but I want to post. If you don't want to post, don't look at it. You post religious stuff all day, and I don't pay attention to you. I keep it. Oh Lord, and keep on going to the next post.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's felt a lot better. Like I can, like I don't. I just post my thing, and I'm like, I'm not really worried about anybody that I'm friends with disagreeing with it. Like I think me and most of like the people I'm connected with agree on most things. But I'm also at the point where I was like, I mean, not, yeah, I was like, yeah, but I'm also at the point where like, not everyone's going to agree with me on everything or like what I have to say on everything. And I got to get used to that.
But here's the thing though. I don't care if somebody has a different opinion than me. I like that. Mm-hmm. If you have the same palate as me, it's no individuality. But it's how do we respond and act with those differences is a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes or break their relationship.
And I think how we come to those differences too, like if
Yeah.
if we disagree on something, but they're both well reasoned and non-harmful. Like I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly. Like it's certain things I'm not gonna change my opinion about. I don't care
Mhm.
what you say. It doesn't matter my opinions. You know, I'm gonna bring up trans rights. That's one thing. If you don't believe in trans rights, I don't give a fuck. We can't
Yeah.
be friends.
We-
That's just
There's no room to
automatic.
disagree on that.
It's no disagreement. You can disagree with me over there, but I'm not gonna
Right.
have you in my circle with any form of diversity and somebody having rights.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna side with you.
No. I'm not going to pretend that like that saying the I'm not going to pretend that dehumanizing a group of people is like just a difference of opinion, or like is a what were the words that I put to it recently? Like I think it lends legitimacy. That's what it is. It lends legitimacy to the idea that you can just say that certain people aren't people and people just have to respect that. And you fucking don't. You don't have to respect that.
Yeah, I have a coworker, and so I'm mind my business, whatever. And so every time she talks about some God is good and stuff, the whole conversation we having, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even want to tell you this, but I'll let you know
Yeah.
that I do not believe in God. I was like, can you please stop talking like that to me? You just stop.
Yeah.
So you can see her face has changed, and she
Mhm.
walks away from me instantly. In my mind, I'm laughing because I know why.
What do you mean you don't believe in God?
Then she comes back, doubles back, and she's like, can I ask you a question? I know what she's going to ask me.
Yeah.
Why don't you believe? I started telling her why I didn't believe, whatever. And so she was like, well, you should believe just because. That was her final response to what I was saying. So after that, it was time to go after that.
Mhm.
So we both left and went home, whatever. So time after, we have another conversation. And I don't know what came up, but the I don't know what came up, but we started talking about separation of church and state. They should be taking away our rights to worship. Who said they doing that?
That's not happening. Yeah.
I'm
It's the
saying that
persecution complex.
you should be able to worship, but not to worship what you want to. And you shouldn't force anybody else to do it. That's what I stand for. What are you talking about? So the lady next to her, because I work on the assembly line, she was like, listen to Kelly, she making some sense. She later on came to me and was like, I don't tell anybody, but I'm agnostic.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, I would know that. So me and her laugh and talk all day about people.
Nice.
At the job.
About people.
Because they don't have
I said nice before you finished that.
Yeah. But but like they was like, we're about to pray before eating. Not me.
I'm not. That's all you.
You know,
got
and
shit
if
to
I
do with
go,
me.
like, I went to my cousin died. I have a cousin that's recently died too, but I had a cousin that just died over the summer, and I went to his funeral. It was a Baptist church service. I just sat there and they prayed. I just sat there. I ain't act like a fool, because it was their space. I didn't pray. I just sat there quiet and silent.
Yeah.
And I
you mean
followed their procedures, because that was their space.
Right. You mean an atheist didn't tell everybody that was praying that it wasn't, that praying is dumb regardless of what the moment is?
Yeah, I didn't do that this time. Other spaces I might have done that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was a few years, was 19, I was in the hospital for uterine cancer. And so I remember they asked what was my religious affiliation. And I was like, none. I was like, nothing. And it was like not Baptist or Lutheran or anything. I said that. She was like, my mom's an atheist. And whoever signed paperwork looked at me and was like, and she was like, yeah, I mean, I got to put something down. And she was like, nothing. Put down none of the above.
Yeah.
She don't believe.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
think.
Say what you gotta say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about, like, even though I did deconstruct soon after joining the military, I think I left, like, on my ID tags, dog tags, it still said, I think, Protestant. I don't think I ever changed it. But that was like, I was like, I'll be dead. It's for that's for my parents' sake. They didn't know that I was an atheist at the time, so I was like, let them give me a Protestant funeral because that's what they're gonna fucking do anyway.
Speaking of that, I was talking. I have a few elder members of Black non-believers of the Detroit group. Hold on 1 second.
I never know how to fill this space. But hi, everybody. I'm trying to read the chat and listen to Kelly at the same time, and I'm not good at that.
It's hard to listen to me because there's a lot of noise coming around in this area.
No. Hearing you is not a problem. Reading the chat at the same time is, I just can't multitask. Like, I can't split my attention like that.
My son about to walk out the door. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
So, okay. That's so fast I forgot my train of thought because I'm old. I'm over 50, like over 50 in a few days. So that's why I don't remember stuff anymore.
I don't remember anything either. You're not old. Memory just is hard. But I do love the Christian persecution all the time. It's like, anything that's not about them, like, they have to call it persecution. I made a video recently for John the Skeptic where I talked about how Christians love being persecuted.
And that was so nice. I like that. That was nice.
Thank you. Yeah, they love being persecuted because it doesn't actually happen, and they need it to happen so that they can, I don't know, justify all the shit that they do.
Yes, I remember I was part of an evangelical church. And so the Bible isn't the number one read book anymore. It's the
what is
Harry
it
Potter
now?
books or something.
Is it?
Well, I'm just at that time.
Okay.
They were mad because the Bible was not the most read book. I was mad too because I was part of the group as well. I'm gonna talk about them on a deeper level when I get a chance. I don't know how like Ember and Brent Lee, these other channels can actually talk for hours just in front of a camera. And it's
hard sometimes.
Yeah, for an hour, I'm like, dang. Because sometimes I'll be on the hot topics with Ember, and when she'll be talking, I'll just be sitting there like learning so much. Like I feel bad because I spent the whole time just listening.
Those are my favorites to be a part of, where I get to just like listen to everybody and learn a lot. I don't think I have a whole lot that's very important to say. And I don't mean that in like a self-deprecating way. I'm more interested in hearing from other people than I am in like hearing myself talk. So I think people get the impression a lot of times that I'm not interested in like being known or like, getting to know people. That's not the case. I don't like feeling like I'm making it about me. And now I do. Now I have that feeling. So I'm uncomfortable, but that's why I think when I first meet people, I'm very quiet, and it seems like I'm antisocial, and I'm not. I'm just learning. I'm just like trying to learn about everybody.
Yeah, that's all you can do. So we have been talking over an hour, which is wonderful. Sometimes I don't think I'm have enough to talk with somebody with, and it always happens. Yeah. And maybe one day we'll talk about the space stuff you got going on too. Another time.
Yeah, like
but
space.
Now this is secular activism, so we'll talk about the activism part first. I might have another stream.
Every time somebody talks to me about my background, I turn around and try to physically see it on my green screen behind me, and I know that it doesn't work that way, but I do that every time.
It is cool. I loved it.
Thank you.
I need to get me some stuff. I bought me a little stupid laptop, and it doesn't. The camera's crappy. Maybe I could buy another camera. I don't know that can attach to it. Do I
Yeah.
need to get another laptop?
It kind of depends on the laptop, I guess. And I can talk with you after and see. I don't know a whole lot about this, but like I'm using a cheap gaming laptop, and I did buy like an external camera. So that's what I think
Yeah,
works
I'll
best.
talk to you
Laptop.
about it. Because I tried to connect this speaker, and somehow it does
Okay.
not want to connect to the laptop.
Okay.
So I was kind of irritated with that. So I was
Okay.
like, did
I
I
think I
waste,
had one
did
of
I
those.
waste some money on that? I don't know.
I hope not. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Take up the stream with it, but
Yeah.
I'll see if we can help you.
Yeah, because I need to be prepared. I have a couple dollars can go run and get me something for the stream because I need to be able to do what I need to do the sound test or the tech test.
Gotcha. You got to do tech checks down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm waiting for, that part.
Okay.
For right now, anything personally you want to plug, and I forgot to put your social handles in the stream. I will
That's
do
okay.
that in the thumbnail, in the description later on. So anything you want to plug of yours?
Sure. Yeah, I can. Thanks, Aunt Jer, for letting me know that it's over here. You can find me. That's where I am. On TikTok, on YouTube. I might eventually get around to uploading something again. I'm not like I'm prioritizing studying, and I always have ideas for a video I want to make, but the time just doesn't typically work out for it. Otherwise, I don't know. Keep watching Kelly and
I
watch
appreciate
Ember
you.
and Maya and AJ and
Yes.
everyone else. I'm sorry, I don't know everyone else, but
If you don't watch Bad Science Sunday, you're missing something. Maya's still here, but Bad Science Sunday, that's the show right there. And Hot Topics as well. Ember got so much stuff. She got so much stuff going on. I can't even. Oh, and her reviews with Mark, those are good too. I go on and on about her, but I'll talk about Hot Topic because I'm in there the most. So that's the best show that she has. And Java and Jugs, if y'all not watching
Java and
that,
Jugs I've seen a few times.
yeah, Monday mornings 9 a.m. to 11 on the Damn Show. Also streamed with other shows as well, other channels as well. I'm gonna plug myself in some stuff. Tomorrow, I will be with the beautiful and equally talented Cynthia McDonald's channel, The Roots Matter, along with her. Yes, I have my own emoji on her show too. Yeah, see, that's why I'm good. And the affiliate leader, equally beautiful Tina Marshall. We will be talking about being affiliate leader for the Black Non-Believers. That will be tomorrow, 6 p.m. I'm believing. It'll be posted.
Eastern? 6 p.m. Eastern?
I think for her, Eastern is Cynthia's Central. Chicago, she's Central. Mm-hmm. So I think it's 5 her time, and then 6 my time.
Okay.
And then
gotta let the people know.
Monday will be Java and Jugs. Tuesday, I'm having the Council of Kellys. Myself, Kelly Pearson, who's Godless Granny, and Kelly Laughlin will be having a show on that day.
Okay.
So that's what's going on next week. Further in the future, there will be a birthday stream for me. On the 19th, it's Martin Luther King birthday. So we'll be kind of honoring Martin Luther King, my birthday, and Black Non-Believers' 15th anniversary is on that date as well. So we're going to do a stream. So we're trying to get guests together for that. And I've asked my whole Java and Jugs crew if they could be on there. So if you can, ladies,
that'll
make
be fun
it.
to watch.
And maybe come on there too if you can stop by.
You and me?
Yeah, for a few minutes. You gotta say the whole time.
You said what day?
We get everybody the 19th.
No,
it'll be from 7 to 9.
It's not that it was a burden. I'm touched that you want me there.
Yes.
You said on the 19th?
Yes. So
Okay.
Seth Henderson will be on there too. Secular Verity will be on there as well.
Love it.
Java and Jug's crew. And then she's trying to make it bigger as like Matt Dillahunty and Seth Andrews. I don't know. I don't even know who they are. I mean, I know who they are, but I've never met.
What?
I've only met Seth like a few minutes. Because I was talking to John. He came up to John and he said hi to me.
Okay.
So that's what's going on in my future. Huh?
I walked past Matt at an arcade in Austin, so I don't know if that counts.
I want to talk about that. Y'all left me and Scott there by ourselves at the what do you call it?
At karaoke?
Yeah, nobody told us anything. I looked at his left. Everybody just leave. And we like, where everybody go? We just sat there and kept doing karaoke with.
I'm sorry. I didn't know who all was going to be leaving. AJ had talked to me because she and her husband had their teenager with them. And they're like, well, we can't go to karaoke because of the alcohol.
I didn't want to go to the arcade because I didn't want to go place where no kids was allowed. I don't want no kids around. I'm a adult.
It was still late at night though. So like, I don't remember. There might have been a couple of kids there, but they were with their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
that was sort of.
Everybody just left me and Scott.
Yeah. I didn't realize everyone was going to be going.
Messed up here and leaving his package next to me. I was like, oh, let me take
we had something like a back cruise. Like, what package was it? What did he leave?
The goodie bag.
Can we talk about it on the air? Okay.
The goodie bag. The goodie bag. That's what he left. He left the goodie bag next to me. And I was like, ooh, when I looked inside the goodie, I saw the goodie bag. Let me make sure that he has his goodie bag together.
What? We talked about that because he was there. He was like, oh, fuck, I left my bag. And I was like, where'd you leave it? He goes like, oh, in the karaoke room, like right next to Kelly. And I was like, I confirmed that he was talking about you. And I was like, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it was good. And then after that, you was like, I think you left your selfie stick at the ACA. I did. And you was like, but I didn't realize that it was yours. And I thought, because I was looking for it. Yes, you got the ACA show.
Yeah.
Dang, and I still don't have my selfie stick. That was a good one too. I spent like $50 on that thing. But
is it? You never got it back?
No,
it'll probably still be there.
Okay.
I'll ask someone that.
I don't know when I'm coming back.
I will ask somebody that is frequently at the library and see. Because I remember this.
Be like Jamie. But having to find something is kind of hard.
I was gonna say, like, if we're looking for something, I love Jamie.
He is a blind limey.
Right.
So we don't know. Okay. I want to thank you for coming on again. You have been a wonderful guest.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I want to thank everyone in my audience who has been watching. It's much love for many of you because you guys, we're like family now. We've been working with each other for several months now. Like I said, tomorrow, Cynthia's channel, Monday, Java and Jugs, and then Tuesday will be on back here, 1 p.m. right after Hot Topics, and I will be talking with both Kellys besides myself. Till next time, everyone have a good one. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride.